No, 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 no.
Stay savage, your boy Cino Ventura. What's poppin'? Today we are back, and guess what? We're back, and that's a fact. You know we gotta keep the videos coming. Like, if I didn't, then what the fuck would I be doing with myself? I got a new setup, so you know I'm feeling real good, real confident about the content, you know what I'm saying? Things are getting really lit. So as you guys know, we've been talking a lot about Boruto. I know I've been gone for the last 2 days. I didn't talk about the new episode of Boruto, which I do apologize for that. That was the one with Rivals. I did, however, see the episode, but I didn't have a way to get recording and stuff done, because if you guys don't know, it's switching living situations and switching places and building desks and putting shit together. It's a pain in the ass overall. Like, it's a lot of work. But without further ado, we are back like always, and this time we're gonna be talking about the board Orochimaru, something that Kashin Koji even said about Orochimaru, referring to Mitsuki in the last chapter of the Boruto Naruto Next Generation manga. If you guys do not know, he definitely gave a quote saying, you know, this is very wise, or very, like, you know, he gave praise to Mitsuki, essentially saying wise words from the son of Orochimaru, or as expected of the son of Orochimaru, to be somebody that's, you know, like smart enough to not get involved because he knew when something was out of his league, you know what I'm saying? But the fact that he hinted at Orochimaru and he knew that he was the son of Orochimaru shows us a lot already. Like, he shows that there was some type of connection or some type of research or some type of studying or maybe spying on Orochimaru that we have to look out for. And you know what's crazy? It really, like, always shocks me, but at the same token, it shouldn't shock me, because, you know, Orochimaru always has his hand in some type of pawn, some type of play. Like, we seen this man get involved with the Akatsuki, we seen this man get involved with the destruction of the Leaf Village. He even corrupted the Sand. You know, he went ahead and assassinated the Kazekage to overthrow the Leaf Village. This man, Orochimaru, is literally a Slytherin house nigga. Like, my dude really be plotting on everybody. My dude know the moves, know the steps before everybody, take precautions. My dude even had like a smuggling ring. He knew about the KK Genkai smuggling. He even tried to swindle Sasuke out of his body. Like, my man Orochimaru really have so much shit going on. It's ridiculous. Now, when he says this, you know, I feel like this was like a sneak diss. I feel like this was like him making a ploy onto Orochimaru and talk about Orochimaru's research. Now, one thing that we know about the Kara, we know about Kashin Koji, is that they've been stealing technology, they've been stealing research tools, they've been stealing a lot of schematics, like designs for, like, you know, these like humanoid beings, these puppets, scientific ninja tools and shit like that. When I say humanoid beings, I was talking about the puppets. I wasn't necessarily talking about, like, you know, a synthetic human, but like, this is where I'm getting at with this. Like, if you look at, you know, Mitsuki is somebody that we seen was created by Orochimaru. Orochimaru has been known to do a lot of research on synthetic humans time and time again. You know, he tried to recreate Shin, try to build Shin up, you know, to have multiple Shin clones in order to get the Sharingan, but, you know, that shit didn't really work out too well for him. We even see him in an experiment on Yamato, you know, messing with Hashirama cells and shit like that, trying to create like the next Hashirama, or recreate, you know, the DNA and shit like that to make somebody have that Sage Mode and have that power. We even seen him create multiple copies of Mitsuki. Like, we know Mitsuki has an older version of himself named Log, and, you know, there's supposed to be other Mitsuki copies and shit like that. So you see, like, this man has been having his hand in test tube babies for like ever. Like, this is not something that is simply just started to happen. Now, if you look at the Kara and you look at a few points that the Kara have said early on in the series, you know, you look at when they talk about the vessel going missing. If you look at Jigen talking about the vessel disappearing, he talks about how the vessel is very expensive. Now, clearly, I spoke about this a couple of times. I've said a lot of things about this regarding that. I said maybe he could have bought it in terms of, you know, KK Genkai smuggling trades, because as you guys know, if you look at Sasuke's story at the end of Naruto, Sasuke essentially went into this like fighting arena. It was kind of like a fight club situation where, you know, whoever wins, they essentially get the person's KK Genkai, like they get that user, like, you know, they buy and trade KK Genkai users. So like, they'll put them against each other and they'll bet like whoever wins get both of them, you know what I'm saying? So this is some shit that we've seen. So I said it could have been that aspect. Maybe he was like somebody who had like a lot of chakra reserve, somebody that was worthy, or maybe somebody who just stumbled across Yurashiki and got the seal, and he was like, yo, fuck it, we gonna make this, you know, the seal holder and shit like that. And now he's like, all right, well, we need that seal, so he's the vessel. But like, One thing that stands out a lot for me is this is very expensive. You know, we need that vessel is very expensive, and it's the key to unlocking. Like the key to unlocking what? We don't know that for a fact yet. That's something that's still probably gonna be up in the air for a really long time in the Boruto franchise, Boruto series, because we're gonna have to see it, like, you know, spread out a little bit. You know, they're not gonna give us all that information right away. We're not gonna get the details about that like right off the bat. But the fact that, you know, they mentioned that this vessel was very expensive, you know, it's like, what the hell, you know? And it's something that we've seen pop up. You know, obviously we live in a new generation, we live in new times, we live in new tech. You know, this shit is like way different. We got scientific ninja tools that can create jutsus. We got Boruto using shit that allow him to walk on walls that don't require chakra. We have him using flying devices, as well as having absorption tools that can absorb chakra, similar to what his Karma Seal does and shit like that. And you know, it wouldn't be a shocker if, you know, the boy Kawaki was a synthetic human. A lot of people like to speculate that he was a scientific project created behind Naruto and Sasuke cells. That was like the major theory behind him. Now maybe that may even come out. Maybe everybody that said that is gonna be super fucking freaked out, and they were like, yo, I said that, I called that early on, and everybody's like said I was a bullshit, now I was dumb, you know, hint him having blonde and black hair, it could be that, you know. But I feel as though at some point before Orochimaru turned over this new leaf, quote unquote, you know, before he even got on good terms with Naruto and the rest of the Hidden Leaf Village, I feel as though he had a hand in the Chakra. I feel as though, you know, he maybe gave some information to them, or at some point in time, you know, they had somebody from the outer Chakra spying on him, you know what I'm saying, basically stealing information. And this shit wouldn't be a shocker because we see them working with Ao, and it was like, yo, Ao was just chilling, doing his own thing. He was an old ass man, and they still was trying to utilize him to that ability. And the fact that they had connections with them, I feel like, you know, this wasn't a connection that was just established over the last 10 years of peace. I feel like this was an organization that's been behind the secret society doors and just like kind of hidden away for a really long time, and that only like a few select people knew about. And I think Danzo may have been one of those people. The reason why I believe Danzo may have been one of these people, because if you guys look early on into the Naruto Boruto start, you know, you see this like new way arc. You know, you see like this girl Sumire, who was essentially like a leftover refugee kind of from this whole Danzo experiment and shit like that. Her dad entrusted her with the new way and shit like that. But if you guys go a little bit further, you know, you hear Sasuke, you hear Naruto, essentially they talk about how close Danzo was to Kaguya's information, how he was so close to understanding stuff about her jutsus and her world and shit like that. The fact that he was that in depth in his research, it shows that he was really progressing. And I feel as though he wasn't just the only person, you know. I feel as though like there was more people involved like outside of him. Clearly we know that there's other remaining members of the Chakra, which, I mean, we don't know if some have died or not already. We know Kashin Koji killed the elder, essentially getting hella pissed off, but maybe there were other people that was a part of the society that just got killed off in the franchise of Naruto way before they even fully developed this. And it wouldn't be too much of a shocker if Danzo was one of those people, because as you guys know, Danzo was one of those people who worked in the shadows. You know, he worked in the darkness, he did evil deeds that he believed were for the greater good. He was kind of like Itachi in a way, but he wasn't exactly like Itachi. He just believed in stepping on anybody's neck in order to become the Hokage, in order to protect the village. He was going to destroy the systematic failure that he called the democracy of the leaf and recreate his own. He was one of those people, and maybe the Chakra actually told him, like, you know, we can help you, we can aid you with this project, we can aid you with some of this. And like, I feel as though that's how he was connected. Now, as far as Orochimaru goes, Orochimaru was somebody that we saw work with Danzo too. Danzo even adapted him early on, as well as Itachi. You know, he saw these guys as like geniuses. They were very like prestigious. These kids had like so much talent and shit like that. And, you know, that would be the connection with Orochimaru and the Chakra right there. Or even still, you know, this man was connected throughout the whole like underground black market. Like Orochimaru buys fucking organs. He had a whole fleet of people that was willing to sacrifice their lives, even go under experimental shit for him. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be too hard to see Orochimaru selling off some information about creating a human or creating a test tube baby and shit like that. And I feel as though, you know, maybe they took like the beginning portion of his shit and kept researching on it and kept researching on it until they was able to create the like the perfect human, the perfect like being being, which could have been Kawaki, and the fact that Kawaki was able to be created this way and they was able to give him a seal and shit like that, you know, this may lead to Kawaki wanting to kill all Shinobi because he feels as though all Shinobi do is destroy. You know, they created me without a purpose. They created me and tortured me, essentially had me only used as a tool of a weaponry and shit like that. And that might be the main reason that we see Kawaki say the Age of Shinobi will be no more, because he was tired of it. Maybe he's fed up and he was sick of everything that they were doing. Maybe something happened that was so tragic in his past could have made that happen. Now clearly, you know, this is all speculation like always. We don't know exactly where Kawaki came from. We don't know if he was a synthetic human or if he's actually a human himself. You know, there's still a lot of backstory that we need. There's still a lot of unrevealing for this franchise that we would need in order to go further with Kawaki's character. Overall, this is kind of my personal thoughts and personal opinions, but I thought it was odd that, you know, like he called the Orochimaru out basically right on the back, like he knew Mitsuki was Orochimaru's son. Now, I mean, I don't think it would be like too much of a secret, but at the same token, a lot of people in the Elite Village didn't know that, and it was best that they kept it a secret for a really long time, because if other people found out Orochimaru's son was in the village doing like as he pleased, you know, he was a Genin protecting people and shit like that, I don't think that would sit well with others due to the fact that Orochimaru tried to destroy the Leaf, and he even, you know, went through the lengths of trying to get, almost getting sealed by the third Hokage, and the third Hokage died. You know, nobody would want that guy around, and especially his sperm, like just wandering around, just going around with the Hokage's son. It was like, how do you trust this kid? You know what I'm saying? It'll be one of those aspects. So I don't really know. Let me know your personal thoughts and personal opinions. I would love to hear your personal thoughts and personal opinions in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe for daily content. With that being said, my name is Shino Ben Trill. Stay true and stay real. Have a blessed day. Also, before you guys dip, if you guys have any suggestions, any video topic that you guys would like to see me talk about, make sure you leave those in the comment section below. I did talk about the Uzumaki theory being some of the members of the Kara, and that was one of those theories that we got from the comment section. I will be talking about that, as well as talking about a lot of different anime coming up in the future. So if you guys are excited and hyped for that, you know, stay tuned. And with that being said, finally, bye.